Today we're going to talk about some laws in Los Angeles that may make you scratch your head. From quirky to downright bizarre, we're going to explore 5 crazy but real laws in Los Angeles that you need to know about before you move here. The first one is the beach ball law. What? I was shocked to see this, but in 1970, Los Angeles passed a law that covered over 70 miles of beaches, and I quote, "It is unlawful for a person to cast, toss, throw, kick, or roll any ball, tube, or any light object other than a beach ball or beach volleyball upon or over any beach." Not only the beach ball, but you are not allowed to dig a hole over 18 inches in the sand. So you couldn't play frisbee golf, you couldn't play football, you could only play with a beach volleyball and in designated areas. And if you wanted to do frisbee or football, you would have to get a permit to do that.
No, God, please, no!
Not that I have ever tossed a football around, but if you wanted to, would you actually get a permit to do so? Now, in 2012, they revised this ordinance that it's only effective from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And guess what? The fine can be from $100 to $1,000 if you break this law. That seems totally nuts to me, but that's the whole point of this video. Number 2, which is a topic near and dear to my heart, is dogs. Now, I have 2 pups, and there is a law that if you have a dog, that you have to license them every single year. If they're over 4 months old, you will need to get a license for them. Now, the license fee depends on a lot of different factors. They depend on factors such as the dog's age, spaying and neutering status, and whether you qualify for any discounts. You'll also have to show proof of vaccination, which is required from a veterinarian's office, and you typically have to do that every single year. And this license will have to be done annually. I know if you're a dog lover like me, you're going to do whatever you need to do to keep your dogs, but this is just one extra thing that you have to do that a lot of other places don't require. Number 3 is the tree trimming law. Now, in Los Angeles, there are a lot of neighborhoods that have this thing called a parkway, which is the owner's responsibility, but it's actually the city's property. And this is what it looks like. See that little strip right there? That is what a parkway is. So if a tree is on there, you have to get permission to trim it or cut it down. So even though you're required to maintain it, you have to get permission to remove it. Now, a tree can only be removed if it is dead, deceased, dying, structurally unsound, or outgrown its current space, and it cannot be safely root pruned to accommodate an adjacent infrastructure repair. And it's all by the Los Angeles County discretion. Now, there's 2 ways to actually do this. You can actually fill out an online form, and I'll put that link in the description down below, for the public works to come out and trim it or remove it. Or the second one is you can get a permit to do it yourself. Now, there are certain neighborhoods where specific trees are protected and you might not be able to remove them. I had an instance where there was an empty lot right next door to a house and somebody wanted to purchase it and take all the trees down, but the city wouldn't allow it because all of those trees were protected. So basically the lot was useless because they couldn't do anything with it. So if you have trees on your yard, you just have to make sure that they are not protected. And if you want to remove them, you have to get a permit. Number 4 is the whale law. Now, in Los Angeles, it is a misdemeanor to shoot any game from a moving vehicle unless that target is a whale. So if you happen to be whale watching, just make sure you bring your harpoon.
You serious?
Number 5, I'm going to put a bunch of laws together that are still on the books that are just weird and quirky, but will make you laugh. If you are a parent of 2 children, you cannot bathe 2 babies in the same bathwater at the same time. It is also illegal to bathe in someone else's bathwater.
Stop it.
If you have a big backyard, you cannot hold a bullfight. And if you are an avid moth hunter, that is illegal in Los Angeles. You might have to kiss a lot of frogs to get a prince, but in Los Angeles, it is illegal to lick a toad. I really wish I had neighbors like this, but it is illegal to wash your neighbor's car without their permission.
Wait a minute! Who are
are you?
Los Angeles can be a very eclectic, amazing place to live. And if you decide that you want to move here and you want to look in the Los Feliz, Silver Lake, or Echo Park area, please give me a call. I get calls all the time, people wanting to live in Silver Lake, Los Feliz, or Echo Park, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. My number is in the description down below. And if you like this video, you're definitely going to like the next one. My name is Felipecrook with eXp Realty, investing in your dreams.